This episode is brought to you by Microsoft Azure. Turn your ideas into reality with an Azure free account. Get everything you need to develop apps across cloud and hybrid environments, scale workloads, create cloud-connected mobile experiences, and so much more. Discover what you can create with popular services free for 12 months. Learn more at azure.com. That's AZURE.com. And sign up for a free account to start building in the cloud today.
It's Derby Day, Robert.
Certainly is. Watcher
indeed. We are here for the big local derby between Erith Town FC and Phoenix Sports, and my God, there's a lot of people here.
There is. The crowd's amazing, and the sun is beating down. It's a glorious day. Couldn't pick a better day for it. It's been fabulous.
Great advert for non-league football.
Absolutely. If you ain't here, what the hell are you doing?
You're square.
Yeah.
See, there's
Something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take a good, lovely day, as you say. Nice big attendance, and let's hope that the Dockers can bounce back from Saturday's very disappointing. Let's not be around the bush. Very disappointing result out at Farnham.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shocker, but you know, they're resilient, and on paper, at the very least, well, on paper and on the grass, we should beat Phoenix Sports. You know, they're local side, but you know, we're used to sparring with them at SCEFL level. Even though they've spent a year up at this level more than us, I don't see that, but on paper at least, they're that much better. So, you know, we've got a really good chance. We've got a strong team out there. We've got a really good, strong bench, which is nice to see. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think we'll get a result out of it. And it'll be a nice thing to go out of the bank holiday weekend on a bit of a high, so that we can head down to Lancing, of all places, with a smile on our face.
Lovely. And then, as we always say with non-league football, big lads, look at the 9, look at the 8.
Yeah, that 8 is huge, isn't it?
You ain't seen the 9 on the right wing. You're looking on the wrong wing.
Oh, him there. Oh, I couldn't see him behind that railing because he's so thin. Yeah, no, he's tall, but the number 8 in the middle is absolutely huge. He's a unit. So, but you know, hey, bigger they come, harder they fall, all that stuff.
Absolutely. Even though I think that was a really tall lad who scored against us for Punjab. So there we are, and we are off with the Dockers now going from right to left this week, or from our right to left, and we have Harry Taylor, James Dyer, and Ollie Milton spearheading the attack. Aaron Jeffrey, Hayden Bullis, and looks like AJ Dive at the back again there with Kareem. I think that looks like a Callum McGeehan's back.
It is Callum McGeehan and Tom Ash in the back.
Thomas Ash,
sorry, yeah. Alongside Jack Holland on the right hand side there, and then so it looks like we've got a back 5, which is a bit of an odd one. Although I do rather suspect that the central people in central defence will move forward and help to fill in midfield.
Absolutely. I'm conscious that you've now realised what rank you are at the club, and you're now in the director's box.
It was an empty seat, and there ain't that many of them about, to be honest. And I don't normally sit here, but you know, hey, I have a guest today, so
very truthful. Well, I'll let you get back to that guest, and I'm going to check how many people come through the door at the Dockers. We're about 15 minutes in. Very good atmosphere here today. And, the ref stopped playing this end-to-end affair due to what he feels is a foul on the Phoenix player, Rob.
Yeah, you could argue the toss that Taz went through and followed through a bit too forcefully and took the player. But he did win the ball fair and square. And, you know, it is a contact sport at the end of the day. So I personally don't think it's a foul. But if you're going to give the foul, it's definitely not a yellow card. Certainly shouldn't be a yellow card. So I don't know. It just strikes me as it's another one of those things where things that you used to be able to do, you can't get away with anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's been a good opening 10-15 minutes so far from both sides. Like I say, end to end, there's been a couple of half chances here and there. But again, it's going to be one of those where I think the weather's going to play into account. It is hot.
It is very, very hot. I don't know what it's like out on the pitch and running around, because I'm just sitting here with beer and it's gorgeous. But, you know, it must be murder for them. That said, I do think we're letting them have the ball a bit too often. We're letting them win the ball a bit too much. They're having too much time on the ball. So we need to nip that in the bud. But then again, they haven't really done anything when they've got it. So, all in all, nothing really to be worried about at the moment. But I don't want to spend the entire game just defending corners. So,
No, exactly. Corner about to come in from the left-hand side from Phoenix. The arms in the air, curled in towards the penalty spot. Great clearance there. And Dyer, the ball goes out to Dyer, who plays it down to Ollie Milton. Ollie Milton plays the ball. It looks like it's going out wide, but a bit too high, a bit too far. Cliche.
Shouldn't have done.
No, do you want a chip? Go on, have a chip. Go on. Cliche, Chris, how are we, mate?
Good afternoon, everyone. Are we all good?
Good.
How do you think the game started so far then?
I think it's been all right from my view from the turnstile. Good to see you've got a fan. Someone laughed at your nickname. It's outrageous.
And also, as I came in on the turnstile, someone was like, hello, Cliche, rather than
There
Chris.
we are.
Yeah.
There we are. And I
Word is getting around.
think we've sold all programmes as well.
We have. Every one of them has gone. So well done to everyone that volunteers and helps with that. And as we talk now, we've got a chance here, as Dyer puts it out. If got a one-on-one situation, if we can beat him and get the ball across, we could be in business here. But defended quite well, and I think it's a goal
Goes
kick.
out for a goal kick.
Goes out for a goal
But
kick.
yeah, it's a good atmosphere here again today. I'll say there's a good 200, 250 people here today.
250 people here today, so for a bank holiday fixture, the sun is out, and I think the only real chance has gone to Erith so far. Harry Taylor just putting it aside, just past the post. But yeah, Phoenix have had quite a lot of the ball, I would say, at the start of this game, but we look dangerous.
Absolutely. It remains 0-0 in this game, and up the Dockers, as they say. Erith Town cornerbacks coming from the right-hand side now from James Dyer. The box is still very packed with Phoenix players, though, considering it's our corner, I'd have to say.
and we have got 3 players back.
Jack Holland's just sitting at the back slightly somewhat. It comes in by James Dyer, the headed clear from the front post. Dyer has a touch, tries to get it, curls it back towards the penalty spot, looks for the flick on, and it's clear by Phoenix. Disappointing there, could have done a bit more. And the ball's played up long towards Phoenix, and the Phoenix player gets the better of AJ Dive there, but AJ recovers superbly. Absolutely recovers brilliantly there and clears the ball away. Only as far as the 9 from Phoenix, but Hayden Bullas gets the ball, has a touch, plays it inside. Aaron Jeffrey now knocks it forward to Ollie Milton, who knocks it back to Hayden Bullas. Hayden Bullas again with some lovely footwork in the middle there and wins a foul. I'll tell you what, Hayden, since he's come back, he's really impressed me so far. He's really impressed me so far, Hayden.
Yeah, he has. He's very bright, very lively. Always seems to know where he is in relation to everywhere else, where everyone else is, and his balls out. It's that clever thing where he'll turn, he'll make a ball. You think, where's he passing to? And then you realise there's a player out there, and he's the only one on the pitch who knew where he was.
Yeah, absolutely. Well played there, Hayden. He remains 0-0. And the Dockers take the lead. It's 1-0 to Erith Town. Harry Taylor, the boy. He's banging them in for fun at the moment, isn't he?
He is. He played that offside really, really well. Like, he knew where he was, looked across the line, saw he was on, and they all thought he was off. They all thought they'd caught him, and they were wrong. And just literally slotted it past the keeper beautifully. It was lovely.
So some good officiating, you'd say?
I would say so.
Absolutely. What do you want to say, young man?
Good cross by Jack.
Good cross by Jack Holland, obviously. And yeah, no, it was a great finish by Harry Taylor there, and beats the line well. 33rd minute. There we go.
Can't be bad at all. I wonder who got the golden goal at 33.
I wonder indeed. It might be one of the 250 plus people in attendance today.
Oh, what was the minute?
33, Chris. Check the raffle tickets. 33rd minute. 33rd minute, golden goal. Woody, check your ticket. 1-0 to Erith Town. I'm with Erith Town Roll here. Who said, oh no?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Go on, Jasper, what you got to say?
What we've got to say, Jasper, what do we think of it? The fact you're not watching the game so far, Jasper, speaks volumes. How are we, Jace? Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, all good. Good goal. I see that bit, missed the first 15.
Yeah. How was how's the knee, the leg?
Yeah, it's all good. Slow and steady.
Yeah.
Back at Christmas.
Yeah, good. Yeah. I hope so. We miss you around the
Definitely,
place.
Christmas. I'll be maybe come training before that. But
yeah, why not? Walking football if it all goes wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Could probably do walking football now.
Yeah, absolutely. In goal, not much walking. Good to see you though. And you, Jasper. Lovely to see you, mate. No, all right, he's not in the mood. You look how I feel, young man. Cliche. Yeah, maybe later. Cliche, Chris, what do we think?
Well, I think that goal was coming. I think we've been putting them under pressure up front. I think we've been pushing up. and a lot of the play was in and around, and a few half chances, and then we get the goal.
Yeah.
So it's very much deserved for me. I think we've been a better team so far.
Absolutely. And for me, Phoenix, from the bits I am seeing so far, because I'm not going to lie, I'm running around a little bit, but Phoenix don't seem to be doing much at all.
No, they don't. They have a couple of quick forwards, should we say, little and quick. They could be dangerous. We just got to keep marking them, keep watching them. But we haven't been under too much pressure. I don't think our keeper's really had a save to make, and it's being played probably majority of it is being played in their off for certainly the last 15 minutes anyway, and like I say, we deserve that goal.
Absolutely. I have to say, I think Woody needs to be a bit careful somewhat, because he's already been told by the referee that he needs to calm down. He's been quite quiet since he's been told off, hasn't he?
Yeah, and quite frankly, we're better off for it, because the last thing we need is to have to build a reputation for having a manager that needs to be carded every game.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's entitled to an opinion, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a better game now. I think they're going to have to come out a bit more.
And also as well, just quickly, we talk about the local rivalry and stuff. Got to remember, Grad's our assistant manager, coach, was with Phoenix last year.
He was, and so obviously he's got something to prove, as much as anything else. But I just think, like we said earlier on, we don't want to go. We've lost the last two, albeit they were cup games.
Losing becomes habit.
Yeah, exactly. The last thing you want to do is end up losing 3 games on the trot. So if we can stick this result and win it, then that's put smiles on everybody's faces going into the next weekend, which is what you really want.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, sir. I'll speak to you shortly. I am the rose between 2 thorns at this moment in time. Or am I the thorn between 2 roses?
Definitely the thorn. Yeah.
Definitely thorn. I am with Mrs. Foreman.
You are?
The number 1 in the house, I've heard. That's not what she says, that's what he says. What do we think of the game so far?
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah, really enjoying it.
It's a good day out, isn't it?
Yep, lovely sunny day as well.
Well, I think the weather helps.
It does.
Let's be honest with you. Would you be enjoying it if it was pouring down with rain and 4 degrees?
No, we're normally standing up now.
There we are.
Yeah, and especially when the driving rain's coming this way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
Chips
no,
are good.
yeah.
Have you had some of the local delicacy yet?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Chips are good chips.
Are they?
Good steady 7 out of 10, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, if he's listening, 10 out of 10. If he doesn't get a contract, 1 out of 10.
Yep. I'm sure the kids will enjoy it.
Absolutely. But no, it's going well so far. It's a good atmosphere as well.
Yeah, it is.
You would think that the head of youth and community's done a good job getting about 50 of the local area in, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
What a lad.
I think he's brilliant.
What a lad. He is, isn't he? Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a good job.
Superb.
I mean, that is weeks of basically begging and badgering people and letting them off their subs if they come to a game. And saying that Alan Foreman's going to foot the bill for anyone who comes in. Has he told Foreman number 1 that yet?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well said.
He sort of wangles it in.
Absolutely. Yeah. What do we think of the game so far, Chief Diet?
All good. And I'm loving the grass.
I've done well there, haven't I?
Oh, it's fabulous.
Yeah, we did well. Yeah, it's amazing what a bit of rain can do.
Yeah.
Really, rather than artificial sprinklers and people coming down and moving it. But I'm liking the bucket hat.
I haven't got a bucket.
No, for God, it's an audio show. We need to let people believe that you've got it, because then I could
segue.
Because then I could segue into you wearing it, and then what the link is online. There's a big shout there for it looks like a penalty. AJ Diver's on the floor. Where's AJ? No, it's not. I was switched on. Thank you very much. It's Ollie Milton on the floor. It is Ollie Milton on the floor, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Thank you. What are you smirking at as well there, young lady? No?
No, nothing.
Who are we anyway? Don't mind leaning forward, Chief Diet. Apologies.
James's name.
James's name?
Yeah.
And we all thought he was an eligible bachelor. That's what he's been telling everyone.
Oh no, that's the other side of the family.
Oh, right, okay, so you still is an eligible bachelor.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. Got each other's phone numbers just in case you didn't know.
He's married.
What?
He's married.
Well, you know. Anyway, you can tell the daughter is here, representing mum. Yeah, but we're liking it here, are we?
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it?
Very
yeah.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, catching a few rays.
Oh yeah.
Got the factor 50 on?
Of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Or the crisp and dry, to be on the safe side. Yeah. I'd say about 2 minutes. We're ready. We're nearly ready. We're just going to watch this corner, then I'll round everyone up. All is good. Corner comes in, flicks over. Harry James. Oh! Thomas Ash on the far post there. so close to making it 2-0, and it's out for another corner. Anyway, I'm going to let you all go. So cheerio. So I've got round up the troops for the penalty shootout.
Mrs. Dyer is down there, by the way.
I'm going to go catch her in a minute. She's looking for a hug. I've heard James is a good hugger. Have you had the pleasure of a Dyer hug?
Oh, always.
He's quite the muscly boy, isn't he? Do you know, reminds me of Action Man. Stands there like that, just muscles bulging.
Hug all the Dyer boys.
Oh, hug them all. Corner comes in for right hand side again, cleared away at the near post, and it's about to be cleared away. Anyway, it remains 1-0.
I've got Dan Morgan here on the pod. Say hi, Dan.
Hey, how's it going today?
It's going good, man. Tell us who you are and what you do.
I'm Dan Morgan. I'm an attorney and a managing partner at Morgan & Morgan, which is America's largest injury law firm.
That's pretty awesome. Why do you guys think you win so many cases?
The insurance companies and other companies that we go against know that we're going to take it to the end, that we believe in the case. So we fight for every dollar, and we're not afraid to go that extra mile for our clients.
Are insurance companies actually afraid of you guys?
We don't bluff. We take it to trial, and we are not strangers of getting very, very, very large verdicts.
Awesome. So how does someone get in contact with Morgan & Morgan? What would I do if I got into an accident?
Probably the easiest way is dialing pound law. That's pound 529 from your cell phone. And our call center is always waiting to take your call. 24/7, 365.
Wow. Dan Morgan from Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Thanks for coming by the show.
Thanks for having me. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Tell you what, Hayden Buller should have scored there, and I'll tell you what, has Phoenix not got a penalty from that one?
Yeah, those two things are both true. Hayden Buller's, it was easier to score than it was to miss, quite frankly. But then again, you had to be there, so at least you got into position. But I don't know how they didn't get that as a pen. That was, for me, it looks stone cold, but there you go. Yeah. On the other end, I've got to say, this referee likes to be in the game, doesn't he?
Yeah, somewhat he does.
He has featured heavily in everything that's going on. At the moment, this second half has had no real momentum to it because he just keeps stopping it for everything.
But I have to say, though, I think even though Phoenix have had that shout for a penalty there, which you can say, I think Erith have dominated. We should really have got more goals. It's a great save from Tom Ash header in the first half that's kept it out, and Hayden Bullis has really got a score there.
Yeah. So we have been on top, without a doubt. They have had their moments, but when they have had their moments, they haven't really made them count. They haven't done anything particularly dangerous or noteworthy, apart from, say, that one ball that Tommy Taylor collected really easily. So we'll see how it goes, but we really should be more on top than we are.
Cross comes in from the left-hand side, and Tom Ash there with a superb glancing header to stop the attack. It is quite warm. Thanks, Mac. Yeah, it is warm. It is warm out there. And Aaron Jeffrey with the ball now, plays the ball. That's Hayden Bullis, who plays up the line to Ollie Milton. Ollie Milton tries to get the better of his defender, who marshals it well, but only as far as to Hayden Bullis for me. Hayden plays it forward, and unlucky there. But I'll tell you, I'm really impressed with Hayden. I think he's been a breath of fresh air since signing.
He has. He's really mobile, really quick. A great thinker, really seems to sort of be able to see what's going on the pitch,
and a lot more mature than his years.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and a tall fella as well.
Yeah, he is quite. Anyway, it remains 1-0 to Erith, and still great stuff so far. Do you think that either Tommy Taylor or Nathan Edwards would be a little bit worried with your performance at half-time?
Well, I think so, mate. You see my performance at Faversham last year.
Well,
if I was any goalkeeper, I'd be worried.
Yeah, well, do you know what? You've done so well in that little penalty shootout with the youngsters there. I completely forgot about the Faversham game. How are we, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. How are we thinking how this game's going? It's a little bit backwards and forwards, but I'd say Erith are dominating.
Yeah, I think we are. I think it's tough. I think the problem is we need to start burying our chances, because 9 times out of 10 they come back to haunt you, and I'm hoping that's not the case today, but we definitely do need to start finishing our chances. We've definitely dominated on that front. I don't think I've seen them test Tommy. We've tested, we've just hit the post, so yeah, I think we just need to, the next goal is vital. That's where the game's won or lost ultimately in my eyes, but
we were just saying there with Hayden Bullis there, he's had that miss down the other end, but I'll tell you what a player he's been since he's joined.
Oh, he's a joke, and he's only 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, he plays with a maturity of more than his years.
Oh, indeed, but then that's why he's won pre-season with the first team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaks volumes, doesn't it? So, he's brilliant.
Top player, knows where a pass is.
Exactly that, and the thing is, he's vocal. He's not afraid. He's shown that by the way he's speaking to the lads, and it's a no-brainer in wanting to come back to Erith. Like I said, we've known him for a while now. He was with us when he was 16, and we're comfortable. He's comfortable with us, and he says it how it is, and that's what you need sometimes in football. And that's what will hopefully develop him into the next best thing ultimately.
Do you know what he reminds me a lot of? Me.
I was going to say me.
Oh well, there we are. Right, you know, I didn't want to go too over to Aaron Jeffrey there with a header that just goes over the bar, but a foul was judged.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, one thing I will say: 270 here today, and 56 of them are part of the community scheme.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. We'll encourage more. Hopefully next home game we'll try and get some more down here and really turn this into a fortress. Ultimately, that's what we want it to be. We want Erith to be a fortress. You know, we don't want to lose games at home, and I don't expect to lose games at home. You know, we haven't lost at home this season, so on the up ultimately.
Are you also? Let's be frank here. Are you also as well? I mean, you were one of the leisure centre aficionados.
I was indeed.
And you know, obviously, you've seen from time to time we get decent numbers down here. But are you happy to see it? You know, carrying it over into this season in the Isthmian, but also, like I said, look, there's so many families here now.
Yeah, no, of course, 100%. I'm delighted for it. I'm delighted for the community. I'm delighted for the club, and it just goes to show, you know, we're doing good things behind the scenes, and you know, we're showing some good football that people actually want to come and watch us play. Ultimately, that's what it's about. But the things we do in the background, you know, for the community, the penalty shootouts at half time, and just getting everyone involved. Why would you not want to make it a family club and for everyone to come down and watch?
Absolutely. Well said, young man. I'll leave you to watch the rest of the game and enjoy your isotonic fruit berries.
Blackcurrant, don't worry.
There we go. Just saying with Ryan Mahal there, Hayden Bullis, what a player.
Yeah, he's playing well. I've been impressed with him today. He's had a really good game, as I think a lot of the players have put a shift in. I think they have been on top, and they should be 2-0 up really, because Hayden should have found the bottom corner rather than the other side of the post. But again, I think we're making all the running. We just need to make sure we get the second goal and we don't get caught.
Yeah, was it a penalty?
No comment.
Absolutely. But it's I think Rob was just saying about how the game's not flowing. Now Hayden there again with a lovely 1-2 on the right hand side with Jack Holland, plays it through to Ollie Milton. Ollie Milton lays it in, beats the defender, cuts in, shoots. Yes! That is absolutely brilliant. That is absolutely superb, and you just heard the roar from the 270 in attendance day. 270, Chris, 58 as part of the community scheme.
Well, there you go. Point proven. All the work you and all the volunteers have been putting in, getting the local community down here, the membership scheme and everything that we're doing behind the scenes is all worth it, you know, with attendance of 270. Obviously, it's a local derby, and they're going to be bringing quite a few as well today. But we're 2-0 up, and you know what? The floodgates could open here if we really put the pressure on here.
Absolutely. 2-0 to the Dockers. A superb piece of play there by, for me, man of the match so far, Hayden Bullis.
Yeah, 1-2.
Plays it through. Ollie Milton, 2-0. Top finish, top player, top club. The attendance stats are finally in. 270 with 58 as part of the community partners game.
That's absolutely brilliant. Well done to all those community members who turned up, showed their cards, and got a cheap day out.
Absolutely.
A cheap, glorious day out, as we sit here about to wrestle our way to a nice regulation 2-0 win by the defence.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've played really well today. We've done superbly. We've the second half we've dominated, I'd say, apart from the arguable penalty decision. First half was a little bit 50-50 away, but second half I think it's been all Erith in truth.
Yeah, and I think Ollie Milton took his goal brilliantly.
Yeah, superb finish and lovely play with Hayden Bullis in the midfield.
Yeah, opened his body out beautifully. He slotted it just really well, and he's worked his socks off all afternoon, Ollie, as well.
Yeah, I think you can't, you know, let's not be around the bush. We overheard some communications the other day when they were talking about work ethic and how hard they've got to work. For me, this is black and white with the Farnham game.
No, absolutely. They are all over. They're all over the pitch, doing their jobs, winning their first balls, winning their second balls. They're doing really well, you know. And we've really knocked Phoenix off their stride. They haven't really been able to get into it. So yeah, great, really great showing.
If you was Phoenix, would you be aggrieved with some of the decisions today? I don't think it's been.
Apart from the penalty, I don't think it's been bad. I think you could.
Hayden Bullis plays the ball on, plays the ball across goal, goes to Harry Taylor, who smashes it back across. And it just is cleared by Phoenix, who are now on the break. Phoenix with the ball, look for a long diag over towards it, but Jack Holland chests the ball out and smashes it away. Avery Taylor looked offside to me there, but the line-out didn't give it, and it's headed clear by the Erith defence. But yeah, I think this is a good, very mature performance by Erith, the sort of thing we want to see. But again, we know what happened at Ashford. We need to keep it steady.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We can't take our foot off the gas now. Got to keep going. Got to get to the end. And because if you slack off, you will give something away.
Yeah, absolutely. It remains 2-0 to Erith Town and dominant. Another chance there for Erith Town. The ball gets tangled under Ollie Milton's feet, but Phoenix now break down the other side, and luckily the ball gets tangled in Phoenix's feet there, Rob.
It does.
Yeah, just a moment there of imagine Michael Flatley, if you will, river dancing and then someone chucking a ball in the middle.
That was probably about the size of it, yeah. We're all sitting here getting ready to celebrate number 3, and
Then he loses the ball.
Yeah, he loses the ball. But then they come at the other end looking like they're clear on. And they do exactly the same thing, which is good news for us, because we'd like to keep that clean sheet.
It helps somewhat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. But like I say, I think this is a very mature performance from Erith Town today. A bit like the Erith Town of old, if you will.
Yep.
And I think as well, like we were saying about in the cup games, we lost in the FA Trophy, we lost in the FA Cup. There was a little bit of a doom and gloom feel, if you pardon the words. But if you think about it realistically, that's just hypothetically it stays like this. Hypothetically, don't get too carried away. 4 points from your opening 2 games.
Yeah, 4 points from your opening 2 games in a new league where you're stepping up a league. You've got to be pleased with that. Yeah. Absolutely.
And James Miles now taken to the field in place of Juan James. Yeah. How do you think James played today?
He was busy. He was there or thereabouts most of the time. You've got to feel sorry for James sometimes. He makes the right run, the ball just doesn't get to him, which is a shame. Because sometimes I think it's just with the new players we've got, it's just taking just that little bit of time to gel. But it will come good sooner rather than later.
But yeah, I'm saying we're getting there. It's going well, and good, sensible substitution. And I'm like the way you're on the Beck's Blue there, Rob. Is that a calorie reason?
No, it's just because I'm driving.
Or you turn into a bit like Oliver Reed.
Not on the Beck's Blue, I don't. But I'm trying to see what I'm doing. No, it's I don't like keep drinking. I'm not a big fan of fizzy drinks, and I don't like the cola flavoured drinks. That
carbonated drinks aren't great for you.
No, I don't like them very much anyway. And I don't want to keep drinking like orange juice and stuff like that. So recently, I've been trying my hand at the non-alcoholic lagers and finding that I'm actually quite enjoying some of them. Some of them are horrible, but some of them
taste like off grass.
Yes, there's a very chemical taste to some of them, but this one's not too bad.
Absolutely. It remains 2-0, and if any non-alcoholic beer wants to sponsor the podcast,
absolutely, we'd be more than impressed to get cases upon cases of Beck's Blue or Corona Zero or any of those would be really nice.
Absolutely. 2-0 Erith Town. I think this has turned into a rather good day at the office, Christopher.
Totally, yeah. 2-0 up.
Totally dominant second half.
Yeah, totally, yeah. I think deserved to be 2. We could have had more than that, really. I know there hasn't been lots of chances. But, yeah, we've been clinical today. We've had, 4 good chances. We've scored 2 of them.
Yeah.
And you ain't going to get many more at this level, but I think it's been a really good display. I think from a defensive point of view, we've been really, really solid. Nice shape today. And they've took on board probably the last couple of games and advice and maybe bollockings, should we say? And today we've got the
family show.
Of them.
Apologies.
Exactly. No, they've been very good today.
Man of the match for you?
I think Tom Ash has been really good. I think Hayden Bullis has been really good. They're the 2 for me that have stood out.
Jack Holland for me, I think, has been
Jack
brilliant.
Holland's done really well. Yeah, there isn't many. I think all of them can hold their heads up high. They perform really well.
No, it's a great performance by Erith Town. Really, I think it's a really dominant, mature performance. Like I just said to Rob a moment ago, it's like the Erith Town of old, isn't it, somewhat?
Yeah, totally. I think, it's a home. We did talk about this before. If we're going to compete and do really well in this division or even stay up, home form's going to be critical.
Yeah. And Phoenix, as we said, Phoenix have just hit the post. And Jack Holland with a superb tackle in the penalty area to get the ball away. Gets away and then wins the free kick, which is brilliant. But one thing I will say as well, though, I think, I said it to Rob just a moment ago, a little while ago it was a bit doom and gloom, out of 2 cups and this, but 4 points from your opening 2 games, not too shabby.
No, it's a good start to the league season, and ultimately that will be the main aim, will be to, one, secure safety in the Isthmian, get to 30 points as quick as you can, and then push on to see what you can achieve. We're unbeaten in the league. We've got 4 points out of 2 games, and next game, it could be a really good start. If you go and double up 2 wins on the spin, you've got 7 out of your first 3 games. That'd be an amazing start.
Yeah, absolutely. Literally only a few minutes to go now, and then we'll be looking at those 3 points up the Dockers. So this is a post-match recording because I didn't have time to get anything in and done because of all running around and trying to organise everyone in the right position and man of the match awards and everything like that. But ultimately, we spoke to Woody after the game, we spoke to a couple of the players, the committee, etc. And it was just a really good day at the office, a good, very mature performance, as we said a number of times, by Erith Town. Was it absolutely spellboundingly wonderful and brilliant? No. But, was it entertaining? Yes. Was it something that was desperately needed? Yes. And was it something that on another day would we beat other teams in the division? More than likely, with all due respect to Phoenix. The morale in camp behind the scenes hadn't been absolutely amazing in recent weeks, as we have said, or recent games. The Farnham game was a disappointment, as was the Merstham game. Two cup competitions, you want to sort of stay in and not get knocked out too early. But to reply like that, a lot of other teams would have folded, and that says a lot about Erith Town as a football club. And as we've always said, always bet against Erith Town at your peril, because ultimately, when there's games and times where you think they might struggle, they pull out performances where, it's 2 goals and a clean sheet and some more goals. For me, as I said during the game and post-match with Woody in the presentation, I was going to say, the YouTube interview, for me, Jack Holland was exceptional today. I thought that Hayden Bullis was a man-of-the-match performance. Harry Taylor, as always, has been brilliant since he's taken up step 4. Ollie Milton had some chances and again took it superbly well. And, full credit has got to go to Woody and the management team. As I said, they could quite easily have worried and made so many drastic changes to really try and find this solution. But, they've stuck with some players who have done well over the last few weeks, but they've also stuck with their system, they've stuck with their morals, they're playing this formation that they believe in, and it seems to be going well. As I said about the morale, it was a little bit flat recently behind the scenes, but let's put things into context. Erith Town have stepped up a division. Are they going to win as many games as they did last year? Probably not. Woody's right, we need to set the expectations, and we're not saying that Erith Town are going to settle for 4th and 5th from bottom from the off. But, realistically, in any position in that league which results in you staying in that division next season will be a positive for the Dockers. And that's what we need to realise. Teams at this level, even the ones who on paper aren't necessarily some of the best, are still good teams. They still will punish you. So you have to be at your absolute best just to nick a goal here or there, or nick a draw. And that is what the expectation needs to be with Erith Town. I'm very happy with today's result. We had, 270 people in the stadium today, which is an exceptional number. And we had plenty from the local area who feel a part of it. Big game next week against Lancing. Let's see, who's to say we can't get 3 points there? And you've got 7 points from your opening 3 games. That's not bad for a team who's just been promoted from Skeffel Premier Division. And let's be honest, a lot of people are tipping to be near the bottom of the table. Up the Dockers.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.